So on the two engines in the tower, they both operate with air brakes. Air brakes have different characteristics than regular hydraulic brakes. So you have to be able to get used to that. One of the big things is you have to test the air system at least once a week to make sure that the pressure is working right and you're not losing any pressure. Let's see how to do that. You perform an air brake check on vehicles with air brakes to make sure that there's no leaks in the air system. We're going to go through the 10 steps that will show you the exact way to do a brake check. First, you want to get out and block the two rear wheels. You want to get into the vehicle, start the engine. Make sure the air brake is set. Get the RPMs up to about 2,000, and then watch the air gauge go to about 120 to 125 PSI. You're going to listen very closely and listen for that pop of air. That's the governor shut off. After you hear that governor cut off, that puff of air, you're going to turn the ignition off. Then you're going to turn the ignition on, but have the engine off. Do not restart the engine. Then you're going to release the parking brake. You should see an initial pressure drop of approximately 5 to 15 psi. A drop of air pressure more than that indicates a problem, and you should notify the OIC. Now you're going to apply pressure to the foot brake for 1 whole minute. The air rate loss should be less than 3 psi for that minute. Now you're going to step on and off the foot brake to reduce the air tank pressure. You want to get it down to 60 psi. You want to make sure that the low air pressure alarm comes on at 60 psi. If it doesn't, there's a problem. After the low air pressure warning signal comes on, you're going to continue to step on and off the foot brake. You want to reduce the tank pressure to about 20 to 45 psi. What you're looking for is for the emergency brake knob to pop out. Now you're going to restart the engine and have it idle. Now step on the foot brake and reduce the air tank pressure. What you're trying to hear is the compressor kick in at about 100 psi. It's very difficult to hear on our vehicles. Now you want to test the parking brake. To do this, get out of the vehicle, put the wheel chocks away, get back in the vehicle, start it. With the parking brake applied, you're going to put the vehicle in drive and apply slight pressure to the accelerator. You want to make sure that the parking brake holds. Now you want to test the service or foot brake. Make sure you have fully charged the air system. Release the parking brake. Move the vehicle forward slowly, no faster than 5 miles per hour, and apply the service brake firmly, using your foot. You want to make sure the vehicle stops properly. Staying alert and paying attention to the traffic situation around you is the best way to avoid an accident. It is also the best way to make sure you begin to stop the vehicle when you need to. Stopping distance is the total of the perception distance, reaction time, and braking distance. And for vehicles with air brakes, you have to add in the brake lag time. As you can see by this chart, lag time can add an extra 3 feet. If you look at this picture, you can see the distance it will take to stop the engine at the light at Crowell and Main at 25 miles an hour at the blue X, 30 miles an hour at the green X, and at 40 miles an hour at the red X. I used this example just as a landmark that we all know. The time and distance shown in the picture does not take into consideration the downhill grade. This is just for measurement purposes, considering if it was flat and straight.